What's going on, guys? Gonna do a little quick update here because it's something I'm excited about. Of all the, if you're on the school group with David the Good, you'll know I just posted a big long rant about how I'm just tired of having trouble with my garden not growing and my soil being poor and all sorts of stuff. But I'll show you a little something that's a little bit of a positive. Is my starfruit tree here is producing again. You can see the little fruits here. There's some more in here. This one's the biggest one right here that we've got. And there's blooms all in here. So this is the second time that it's bloomed this year. And there's a little bit of a bloom right there, and it looks like it's gonna bloom right here as well. I just pruned that, and I had to get it. I pruned it before Hurricane Milton came through because I didn't want something happening and it getting on our roof and messing something up. But yeah, this is the starfruit tree that I had planted in a seed. This is from seed. I planted it in this old recycling bin, and it literally rooted through the recycling bin into the ground and is immovable now. So it lives here next to my house, which is not a bad thing because it keeps it from getting frostbite if we have a cold snap bad enough in the wintertime. But it loves it over here. It's really happy, and this is the first year that it has produced fruit. And this is the second time this year that it's producing fruit, because starfruit will do that. They'll produce once in the spring and then once in the fall. Yeah, so next time someone tries to tell you that you can't grow a tree from a seed and you won't get any fruit, or it'll take 50 years for it to produce fruit, and yes, I'm exaggerating, but that's, people get ridiculous about it. Yeah, look at my starfruit tree here. This, where my hand here, well, there we go. My starfruit tree is this is proof that you can grow something from a seed. And these fruits, I got the seed that grew into this tree came from a friend of mine who has a really big starfruit tree, and it produces tons and tons of starfruit every year, and they always give us a bunch of their extra. But so this was a seed from one of those fruits that I planted, and it took probably 4 or 5 years for it to fruit, but I made sure to water it and to feed it and stuff like that. And one of the things people always say is, oh, if you get fruit from a tree that you planted the seed, it's not going to taste good, it's just going to be bland, it's going to be bad texture, blah 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 blah. This fruit, and now that can be true, but this fruit that right here that I'm getting from this tree now tastes and has the texture that's exactly the same as the fruit from my friend's tree that they give us every year. So this is no different, and so it's not a guarantee. It is not a guarantee that if you plant a fruit tree from seed that it's going to, one, take a long time to produce fruit. It depends on how you take care of it. And it's not a guarantee that the fruit is going to be bad or bland or be tough or small or any number of objections to planting a fruit tree from seed. This was planted from seed, and look at it, all this fruit on here, and it tastes just like the fruit that my friend gave me where I got the seed from. Tastes just like that tree. So the birds are starting to go crazy behind me. Yeah, if you have fruit like a starfruit or something like that, and it'll grow in your area, and you want to try, just plant a seed, see what happens. And if the fruit's not very good, you can always graft. You can always graft onto this, get a good variety, graft onto it, and now you got a good variety. Get more than one scion and graft onto more than one branch, and you'll have good varieties. So if nothing else, you plant a tree from seed, it just won't produce, or the fruit doesn't taste good or something, it's rootstock, you know, use it as rootstock. So yeah, that's a little positive note. I know I talk a lot about how my soil is so bad and blah 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 blah, and it's just, I get frustrated, and you know, so I got to let it out somehow. But yeah, this is a positive. Got some more star fruit, and look, the flowers are so cool looking. There's a flower, and there's a little baby fruit coming out right there. So if you're in, I would say zone 9, I'm in zone 9B, so I would say zone 9 and lower, you can push it and try to grow star fruit in a colder zone, but you may have to protect it more. You may have to leave it in a container to bring it inside when it's cold or something. But you know, you could always experiment and see what happens. Star fruit is not uncommon, so you can get it and buy a tree, or buy a cutting, or buy a fruit and plant the seed and see what happens. So yeah, if you can grow star fruit, now it's another one of those things that some people don't like it, some people do. I like it, my family likes it. I think that it depends, and it also depends on when you pick it from the tree. If you pick it at the wrong time, it's not going to have much of a flavor, and it may not have the best flavor. It's very, very watery. It's got a lot of water, kind of like a watermelon does. A lot of water in the fruit. But they're good to, they make a really good like jam or chutney. They make a really good, you dehydrate them, and it's almost like its own little, you know, because of the size and the shape of it, it's almost like, makes its own little fruit leather. And they're really good dehydrated, and you know, you can freeze them and use them that way. They have more vitamin C, I believe, you'd have to double check me, but I believe they have more vitamin C than an orange does. So yeah, if you can grow star fruit, I recommend it. It's not a very needy tree. Just water it well, take care of it, feed it, and then you can get fruit within 4 to 5 years from a seed. So that's all I got for now. I just wanted to highlight that, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.